Hi.
mouths open. Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi. We're late. I know. I was having technical difficulties.
Got a check going over there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one right there.
And I will tell you this
fine.
much, and this is the God's honest truth. I should never even think the thought, wow, we have so much time.
Why did you think that thought?
Because so we're having dinner at like 7:30, which we never did. It was maybe like 7:20. We never do that. Right. And I'm sitting there eating, like, wow, we're having a leisurely dinner before the showtime. And I'm eating. I'm actually really I'm digesting my food.
Why did you have that thought?
And as I'm digesting my food, I'm thinking to myself, we have so much time.
Oh my God!
And then I get in here to set up the show, and everything goes
like
pear-shaped.
2 minutes goes by,
Everything goes
and then we
away.
have to be live.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and now we're late.
So we
That's
apologize.
okay. That's
we
okay.
apologize for being
There's
late.
nobody here.
But we're so glad that you're here. And welcome to Saturday
TikTok
night.
is like, what on earth is going on?
TikTok is like, what the hell is going on?
You
TikTok,
can't hear our sound effects.
You can't hear
This
our
is-
sound effects. We're going to fix that
We're
next
trying
week,
to get
promise.
we're trying to get a key so
Yeah.
that we can simulcast
That's
from
it.
where we regularly do the show. Wait, they don't care.
They don't care. But listen, here's the bottom line, TikTok. And by the way, give us just a second. We've been doing this show on Facebook and YouTube for some time.
For 5 years.
We're trying to incorporate all of our wonderful friends here on TikTok. But the problem is the technology is just not quite there. So basically what we do is we'll give you some Cards Against Humanity type clues here. And you fill in the response with the funniest thing that you can think of. And here's the fun part. You win prizes. Sometimes. Right, gang? Right, with their prizes. Hi, Fuzz. Oh, my God. 10 years. 10 years for Ange and Fuzz. Wow. That has gone by in a blink, kids. I can't believe it. It seems like just yesterday that I officiated your wedding, your weddings, your nuptials. I told Ange I would marry you all over again.
And also get in the shower.
Yeah, get in the shower. You're running late, young lady.
Right now.
Hi, Scotty Coates.
Hi.
What's
Hi.
happening, dude?
Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
So
hello.
as I was saying, and I should never do this. I jinxed both of us by thinking just the thought, thinking to myself, wow, we're on time. The show is going to be we're going to have time to kill beforehand. I won't even know what to do with that time ahead of time. But here we are.
What did you do at that time?
I fucking stressed over tech
squandered
shit.
it.
We tried to get our fine friends here on TikTok part of the broadcast. You can't actually hear a lot of the sound here, but like I said, we'll get to that next week. And then for you, the fine veterans, like the keyboard wasn't working. It doesn't fucking matter. Here's the point. When you get to be middle-aged, and this is the God's honest truth, when you get to be middle-aged, don't spend an entire day doing aggressive, hard, back-breaking yard work all day and not expect to feel it. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I am so sore. I am still so sore.
You guys, I have scratches
we'll get to
on me.
that.
It's really kind of frightening.
Well,
Scott's kids left for camp. What are you?
Hey,
what are you guys? What are you gonna
Scott's
do?
kids left
Are
for
you,
camp. Oh wow, you guys are. But now I always wondered.
Do they go to sleepaway camp? Like
They go to sleepaway
Is
camp.
that like East Coast kids do that, right?
I always wondered what my parents did when I went away to camp, and I figured boning probably the first thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah, probably.
We have to start there.
We're starting there. Table stakes are here, kids. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So let me ask our fine folks on TikTok here. So you guys probably, some of you have kids. When the kids go away to camp,
What
what's
do you
the
do?
first thing?
Do you throw a big party?
What's the first
for
thing that
everyone
you
in the
do?
neighborhood?
What is
What
the
do you
first
do?
thing that you do when your kids leave for summer
Do
camp?
you
Right?
run around your house nude?
Just kind of
I don't
bopping and bipping and bopping.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer
Maybe
to.
you don't want the answer to
I
that. I don't know. I feel like it would probably. Oh, my mom can't find the show. Did she text that into the group? Ma'am.
Where is she?
We're on our regular channels
Where is
here.
she not finding the show?
I don't know. Anyway, so as I was saying, Angela and Fuzz, 10 years, very exciting. Feels like yesterday that I married the two of you, and I would do it all over again. Doggone it.
When you say you married them, do you mean that in a throuple-y kind of way?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I mean it in a Utah kind of way.
Co-married them?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I did.
So now you have two. Now you have a husband
I've
and
got two
now
wives.
you have two wives and a husband.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
That's
hello to you, Maleficent. This is, we are, as we talk about regularly on the show, in the throes of middle age, right? This show, for those of you, just to catch you guys up here on TikTok, this show is Gen X themed, right? It's for Gen Xers. It's certainly by Gen Xers. We are as Gen X as I think you can get without being the ghost of Kurt Cobain, perhaps. We're very, very Gen X, and we're kind of, of a very specific type. Now, as we hurtle into middle age, the things that you are going to notice is, hey, don't do yard work for a total of about 8 hours, like really back-breaking yard work. Do you guys know what a bush hog is? A bush hog is basically
It's
this
called
big
a field mower.
field mower,
right?
but this thing was like something like that.
Is it called a bushwhacker?
Hi,
no,
Mom.
it can't be called that.
Hi, Mom. My
Oh,
mom,
okay.
My mom
There you go.
yeah. So
I was trying to send you a link, but then I got distracted. So-
listen. Also, gang on TikTok, my mom works blue. I'm just gonna let you know. My mom is in the crowd.
don't think they can see her
They probably
answers, though.
can't, but I'm just going to say up top, if we read anything from my mom, don't be offended. Well, see, certainly, don't worry about offending my mom.
Yeah.
She'll do the offending around here.
If you answer a question, we'll read your answer.
Exactly.
I don't know. This whole thing is taped together.
Oh my God! I know. Well, honest to God, it's just it's so MacGyvered. It's just like the whole operation is held together with like gum.
Also, I charged my phone to 24%,
Oh,
so
perfect.
it's gonna die with
Now,
that.
there's actually I've got a cord right here.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Okay.
Oh, I've thought everything through. I've thought through all the contingencies. Oh my goodness! How
Okay,
about that? Wow.
Maleficent needs a gardener. Maleficent.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Somebody needs a gardener.
So I did.
My mom needs a gardener too. Maybe
I
you
did
guys
so
can-
much yard
Sure.
work. Can you see the scratches on me?
Get right up close there.
Okay, here.
Should I pull the camera in close?
Can you see how scratched up I am?
It looked worse yesterday.
It looks really bad. Ooh, that angle makes me look like E.T. Like I have the longest arm in the world. Oh God.
Ouch.
That's not good. At the end of like 8 hours of yard work, and
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm allergic to out there. I know it's
Something.
not blackberries.
Something got you.
I mean, although I did get slashed up right good by blackberries, but I've got
Jesus Christ! You look at that.
I know it's really bad.
See,
Like,
that-
can you?
like, honest to God, it's like she's cutting.
It's like
it's a cry for help.
I'm Wolverine or
It is a-
something.
it is
like
a cry for help.
I Wolverined myself.
My wife
I
has-
don't know
yeah.
what it is.
She's
But
like a
when
teenage
we
cutter.
got in yesterday from all the, and I was sort of covered. Like I guess my legs were covered.
Your
My
legs were covered,
arms
but
weren't
your
covered.
upper structure
I got
was not
super
covered.
slashed up, and all of the slashes were like puffy. Like I was clearly allergic to something out there.
She had been
What was it?
attacked
I
by,
don't
by
know.
by some sort of
Yeah.
herbicultural something or other. Something out there you're really allergic to. We have lots of
Really
blackberries
allergic, yeah.
out there. Blackberries, by the way, just ridiculously aggressive. Just like there are blackberries that are on the property that they are threatening to encroach. You know those videos that they'll show you where they'll do like a projection where in the
Did you
future,
see The Last
if
of
man
Us?
stops existing, oh right,
That's
exactly,
what it would
Yeah.
look like.
The Last
if
of Us
we
was
just
set
didn't
around here.
tend the blackberry. It like would just be like blackberries in the house.
Blackberries would be if we stopped trimming those blackberries back, they would be in here and paying rent in a month.
When we bought the house, it was so covered in blackberries that for several years we didn't even know we had a garden.
We didn't
We
even
just
know.
cut the
It was
garden.
just
We were
covered
like,
in vines.
Oh my God, there's a garden here.
Although I will say this, the blackberries here very, very sweet. No, they're delicious and sweet. So if anybody's looking to come out of here and pick some berries and can them, preserve them, and we promise to be nice. My mom will remember this. When I was a kid, there was a place nearby in Watsonville that grew Olala berries, which
Is that a real berry?
well, it is, but they're basically just they're a blackberry. They're just like a bigger blackberry, like the
Ange
size
wants
of
to
your
know if
thumb.
we eat the blackberries. Okay, so I don't eat
Yes,
them.
yes, I do, and they're
Do you
fantastic.
eat them?
Oh yeah, but you have to wait until October because if you don't, they're really sour.
But I never
blackberries,
spot them
mwah.
before the bear gets to them. I've never once on our property been like, oh, blackberry, tasty and sweet. I never
Listen,
have done that.
They will tell you, get a house in the country, they'll say, very relaxing. Very relaxing. Not filled with bears or aggressive vines everywhere, right? No. Very relaxing.
Slashy vine. Can you even see that? It doesn't look good.
So
Anyway.
Kathy says blackberries are so good. And
They are so good
so-
if you buy them at the store. If
Sweetie, come here. Like I swear to God, around October, it's everywhere. It's a bumper crop around here. Come and fill your basket. And my mom will remember this story. My mom used to take me and my friends back blackberry picking when we were kids, and there was this mean woman on the premises there in Watsonville. It was the Pickleberry Farms or some shit. I don't remember. Gidrich Farms. And she would she would follow all of us kids around the vines as we're going through, because of course we're going to eat them, right? That's what kids do. This, and she's like, "Show me your hands, boop." And then you had I don't know what that proved, because you would still get it on your hands from
And you have a
picking them.
stomachache by then.
By then, yeah. But I mean, we had basically berries all down the front of our shirts. And then afterwards, because it was Watsonville, Castroville area, what we would do is my mom would take us to the giant artichoke, and we'd all get deep fried artichoke hearts. And they were in those wax paper bags that was so translucent with grease you could see through it. This is what you could do when you were a
How
kid.
are you alive right now?
You could do this as a kid. You could eat fistfuls of fucking berries all day long and then wash it down with some deep fried artichoke hearts and live to tell about it. Can't do that now. We're old. We're old. Anyway, yeah, let's have a show.
Okay.
Let's have a show.
Your host, Stefan and
So funny, Maleficent.
That's our
I
theme
almost
song
sent
playing
you
in the
a
background.
text saying,
I know.
"Hey, we're on," and but I forgot.
We're
but
on.
then you
Yeah.
got my
But
mental.
You'd figure it out. Yeah. So anyway, listen, kids, we're glad that you're with us. I'm sure that I'm preaching to the choir when I'm talking about various middle-aged maladies. It's just I don't know. I feel like it's the price of admission. If you live long enough, you're gonna get sore. That's just what happens, right? It's gonna get some soreness. Now, listen, as I said,
I'm dancing because I can hear music.
she can hear
that
the music.
You can't hear.
Yeah, but we're gonna figure this out, TikTok. We promise. We're glad you guys
By
are
next
here.
week we'll be here.
We're so happy that you're here. It's delightful. So as we mentioned, Ange and Fuzz are celebrating 10 fabulous years of marriage. Ladies and gentlemen.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy.
And we were involved in the ceremony.
We
You
were.
were the officiant.
I officiated. I actually, you can call me Reverend Steve.
I was the maid of honor. I guess I'm called matron of honor since
Yeah.
I was married at the time, and I'm still married.
Is that what? I didn't know there was a difference. Of course, that would make sense. If you're married and you are the bride's right-hand guy, they can't call you the maid of honor if you're married, right?
I guess you're matron.
Matron of honor?
I don't like
that.
that.
Sounds dark.
It sounds matronly.
Matronly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that sounds like you
But
should
my
have shown
mom
up in a
used to use
muumuu.
the word matronly as a pejorative.
It is,
Oh,
I think-
I look matronly.
Ladies.
So I just didn't,
Ladies, is there any context in which you hear somebody
Matronly.
refer to you as matronly? You think, thank
well,
you.
nobody even
Aw.
uses that anymore.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, so when you are celebrating an anniversary, the etiquette dictates the first anniversary is the paper anniversary, and the second one is, I don't know, a staple or whatever the fuck. All the way the fifth is leather, and which of course, hey, you gotta keep it spicy. And then by the time you get to 10, I don't even know what the fuck it is, but of course,
It's tin or aluminum. We
right,
looked it up.
tin or aluminum. Okay, that's good.
Tin or TIN. Tin for
Right,
tin.
right.
I don't
You got a pen?
Just ignore me.
Anybody
You
got a
pen?
pen? You got a pen? Anyway, the 25th is silver and 50th is gold. We do know that. And if you make it to 100, you shouldn't be here anymore. Anyway, the traditional gift for Ange and Fuzz's 10th anniversary is what? The traditional gift for Ange and Fuzz's 10th anniversary. Yeah, so you guys are going to see that backwards. That's too bad. The traditional gift for Ange and Fuzz's 10th anniversary is what? My Ange says we banned matron of honor from your title. I think that's fine. That says you care. That actually says you care.
I would.
I don't know if you guys can read that, but go ahead and give us your
I'll
funniest
take
answer.
gangster of honor.
Gangster of honor. That's good. I like
I was
that.
fucking shit up the whole day.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Yeah. So and honestly, here's what Lauro did on that day. So
I sat on a tractor.
So
well,
yeah.
I didn't. I offered to sit on a tractor. Threatened, perhaps.
When they rented this place, it was with the understanding that there would be a vista of these beautiful it was a vineyard in right outside of Portland, and it's a working farm. But they rent out for
Right
weddings
in the
and stuff
middle
like
of
that.
where they're supposed to walk down, there's a tractor.
There's a fucking tractor in the
And
middle
I'm
of
like,
all of it. It's
somebody
going to be
move that tractor or I'm gonna go
You
full
have to
mental.
because it's somebody's wedding. They're going to be photos and it'll last
Right.
forever, right? You got to fucking do that.
And they were like, "Oh, there's nobody to do that," and I'm like, "Find somebody then."
Call
because
Marcia
I'm
or
gonna
whatever
go,
the fuck
I'm
they
gonna
said.
go off.
And you listen. You don't say no to her. Take it from experience. You don't say no to her in a situation like that. When the chips are down, my wife will fuck
I
shit
didn't
up.
move the tractor, but the tractor got moved. Let's just say that. Because Fuzz and I were able to play a game called Good Cop, Super crazy cup.
Psycho cup. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you better move that tractor or she's going to get on it and then you're going to have liability problems. I think is what he
Oh,
said.
my
Or,
God.
I don't know what.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nancy, that was her name. She did so.
Nancy.
She was so joyless. Like,
Oh,
hi.
yeah, thank you so
I'm
much for being the
Nancy.
person that we're going to have to deal with
Yeah.
for this wedding. The happiest day, ostensibly, in people's lives.
Yeah.
There's Sourpuss Nancy running the fucking show.
She was not nice.
The traditional gift for Engine Fuzz's 10th anniversary is Moscow Mule, says Fuzz, of course.
That's a good call.
Yeah, Fuzz makes a decent,
10 drummers
Moscow
drumming.
Mule. So it's so weird with Weed and the Only Show. Well, I think they're celebrating in style then, aren't you, kids? Beer and vodka, says Ange. Veggie Lovers Pizza with mushrooms. That was the answer we were looking
That
for.
was-
Thank
yeah,
you,
that
Mom.
was the answer.
Nicely done.
we
Nicely
should
done.
let them pick the answer, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving a tractor is their 10th.
Well, the other good story is how we looked for a dead body in the vineyard.
We did.
Because,
A friend
person
of
was passed out.
and she just she disappeared. She wasn't found
Yeah.
for hours and hours and hours. It's like, hey, it's dark out. Kind of creepy around here. Let's see. Hey, Sarah. Hi, sweetheart.
Ray's calling you remarrying Steve.
Reverend Steve. Reverend Steve.
Passion
Reverend Steve. 10 drummers drumming. Stefan's private serenade. Let's see. Private jam cruise. Let's see. A trip
Oh my
on
God,
the ultimate
Scott.
jam cruise. Yeah, I
Dieter
like this.
just showed up and nobody had to make any decisions. That's what the kids being away at camp means, right?
Exactly.
Scott, how long do you have before you're an empty nester and can
How
eat
long?
whatever you want for
I
dinner?
think you have several years at this point. Your kids are fairly young, right? So
I think they're teenagers. Or
Are they
like
really?
Maybe preteen? I don't
well,
know.
enjoy it.
I'm just guessing.
Well, they're young enough to go to camp.
Sure. We were talking today about that thing going around, rules for meeting my baby, and I'm like, how about not? How about I don't want to meet your baby?
So somebody posted something about how, like, it's their infant,
If the baby
newborn
cries,
infant.
hand it back to
If
the
the
mother.
baby
I'm
cries
like,
and don't wear
whatever,
any
I don't-
perfume and don't do this, and
I
I'm
don't
like,
need to meet
oh,
a
how
baby.
about this? How about we don't want to meet your fucking baby to begin with?
Call
How
me
about you
when the
take your
baby's
rules
4 and starts to
shove
say
them up
funny
your ass?
shit.
Exactly. Wait until the baby is a human being and starts to actually have thoughts and interesting observations. Then maybe I'll sit in traffic to come see your stupid kid. How about that?
Fuzz is trying to give you some advice, Scott. He says you can be an empty nester right now if you move while the kids are away.
Hey, that's a great idea.
13, 15, and about to be 4. Okay.
That's
wow.
what they call
That's
a twofer.
a lot of kids.
That is definitely what they call a twofer. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and give this to my mom since she gave me the answer I was looking for, which is Veggie Lovers Pizza with mushrooms. Yes. That's exactly right.
We
Kids,
were about to
we're
write
so
the
glad you're
question
here.
like, what is the Hut Box going to give you? But
Oh, the Hut Box.
Huddy from the Hut
Yeah.
Box. You know.
So, do me a favor. That first one went to my mom.
Okay.
Do us a favor again and show us all of your various scarification from our
Okay.
yard work yesterday.
So I've got
this is something,
I've
kids.
got this, all the scars all up and down here.
It's
It's
like-
all like scratches.
She's like a
and-
teenager who's cutting to cry
I
for help
don't think you're allowed to say that on the internet.
unaliving. I'm sorry. I'd
And
say it's
then
unaliving.
there's this part that looks really, really good.
Nasty, schnarty.
and,
Yeah, I really got her.
Oh, did you see? Oh, wait. And then there's this part under here. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. So anyway, let's decide together. What is Laurel allergic to? What is Laurel allergic to? Kathy says, you would not believe the things people do when meeting newborns. Sadly, the rules are needed. Okay. Well, honestly,
Yeah, but
I'm
that
gonna be the most
implies that
observant.
you'd want to
Exactly.
meet a newborn,
I will
which we
be-
don't.
I will be so observant
So,
to those rules.
We got scolded once for not showing up on time. Like, oh no, the baby's going to be asleep.
Oh,
And we're
what's
like,
the difference?
we don't care.
The fuck's the difference?
What's the difference?
What does it do? It just sits in.
Don't invite us over to meet your baby. We don't care.
It squirms and it lives in its own shit.
Yeah,
How?
We're happy for you. We'll
Happy
come
for you.
visit you.
Very happy. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we're doing. We're coming by to visit you. We don't care. We don't want to hold the baby. Don't hand us the baby. We're fine. We're fine. We're good.
Scott says you're allergic to yard work.
No, I
obviously,
totally-
obviously,
you
you're
are
allergic to yard work. Jesus fucking Christ, Frankenloro. Sure, Sarah. Yeah, that's exactly right.
No, it's. I know it's. Oh my God, Maleficent loves newborns. That's okay.
My mom does too.
And so does your mom.
My
I
mom
know.
loves them, and she was over here the other night, and we were talking about this, and I'm like, what's the draw? Like, what do? They just sit there, and they kind of squirm, and they yowl, and they wear their own shit. I think
I heard they
professionally.
smell good. I don't agree. I don't think they smell
Yeah,
good.
they smell like fresh baked bread.
No,
Well,
they
then
don't.
give me a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
do
they
something
don't.
with that. I'll murder that.
Call
I'm
me
gonna
when
have
the
some.
baby is 4
Anyway,
and starts going, do sprinklers reach the sun?
See, exactly. Is
so
toothpaste
funny.
food? Why isn't toothpaste
How come
food?
toothpaste isn't food?
Fucking blow
Why
my
do you have
mind.
to spit it out?
You little high thing. I love it. Yeah.
I only eat broccoli at my imaginary friend's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Great.
I'm all in. I'm all in for that. Laura is allergic to bullshit. May through September. That is true, Kathy.
That
She
is
is
true.
allergic to that. Being told no. Laura's allergic to newborns. My mom says, "Give me the baby." Yeah, hand it off to Nana Jen. She'll handle it.
Would you want a baby, though? Babies are loud.
Dreaded sunny days, so I'll meet you at the cemetery gates.
There you go.
Keats and Yates are on my side. Let's see. PBBJ's Dear Laura. Oh my goodness. It is a beggar's banquet. So many things to choose from. Who had the funniest response?
Your mom's over there like, give me the baby. Give it to me.
My mom will squish a baby.
Yeah.
She will.
I'd squish a puppy.
Yeah. So, and honestly, kids on TikTok here, we will get to you and you'll be able to hear the
I
rest of
love
this. And
a
you'll
puppy.
join in on the conversation.
I love a newborn baby puppy.
a puppy's
It can even
it.
pee on me. That's okay.
A puppy is where it's at. Puppy is where it's at. I will go out of my way to visit a new puppy. I'll do that all day long.
I'm going to give it to Scott for yard work.
Yeah, I think that's
Clearly,
right. Yeah,
that is what I'm
That's
doing.
the right
Yeah.
response. So listen, our dear leader used to have a right-hand fellow who went by the name of Elon Musk. I think it was. I forget how it's pronounced.
Ilunia.
Ilunia. Anyway, that motherfucker is celebrating a
Ilaria?
birthday. Somebody was at the Tesla dealership here in town with a big sign in front that said, "Happy birthday, dipshit." Love that. Anyway, what's the appropriate present for Elon Musk's birthday? What is the appropriate present? And honestly, if you come up with a great answer, we'll pool our funds or bodily secretions and send it to him. Appropriate present for Elon Musk's birthday.
My autocorrect wants to call him Elon Mush.
Elon Mush. Leave it. Put it up there. Let it be Elon Mush. So this says, I know this is backwards, kids on TikTok. Appropriate present for Elon Musk's birthday. What is it?
A new car.
It's a new car.
Does he know how to drive a car? do you think?
I don't know if he knows it. Probably because he used to be Elon Musk's birthday. He used to be a pretty functional
Mush.
person. He was actually in San Francisco during .com 1.0 when we were there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so he was definitely around
Do you
town.
think we met him? Was he a?
Our paths probably.
We're probably like we're around the same age,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's turning 53, something like that.
Oh my God, vasectomy appointment.
A
Is what
vasectomy
everyone is
appointment is
saying.
exactly right. Fix him so he can't keep fucking breeding. Let's see, a bucket of lube for Musk's birthday. A hair too much ketamine. Is that too dark? Yeah, just put him in the K-hole and leave him there. That's what I say. Let's see, a vasectomy appointment. Stoning. This has got a public stoning. I think it's about right. That's what they used to do. A Hummer chauffeured by a fired government worker. Yeah, 80s strength.
That's funny. That's funny.
Buzz says 1980s strength extra Tylenol. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that's dark. I'm not going to explain it because I don't want to get in trouble. Look
You
it
know,
up.
I used to work there, right? And we,
J&J. Yeah. Not during those days, but yeah.
No, but we did
that
a
was
whole
legendary.
case study for the PR department on
Legendary.
how they handled that
Exactly.
case.
Let's see. A one-way trip to South Africa. South Africa.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah, he's from South Africa. That was why he was pushing to have all those poor persecuted white settlers sent here as refugees. Those are the only refugees we're taking, kid.
Scott's gonna give him a V8 engine.
Man, Scott has had so many great answers. I got to give it to Scotty.
Scott's on a roll. Oh
Scott
my
is
God, the
definitely
kids are
on a roll.
gone.
Yeah.
He's got what he wants for dinner, and he's funny as shit. He's celebrating.
Scott! Scotty does.
Scotty does.
Scotty does.
Unless it's, something with Fashion Steve. In which case, Fashion Steve's on a milk carton.
Invites us. Somebody invited us to co-host.
Oh, I can't do that.
I don't know.
think I can.
I don't
I think you
think-
decline that. No.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry,
can't
Khalil.
do that. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Khalil. But honest to God,
These headphones, we can't do that.
when we get it going, though,
Next
my friend,
week, though, we can do that.
come on back.
And thank
Boy,
you
oh boy.
for the invitation.
Seriously, just come on back. Lots of fun in the old town tonight.
TikTok's like, why are you live?
Why
you
are
can't do anything.
You guys can't do anything. What are we
just
watching?
watching a behind the
You're
scenes
watching
kind of-
behind the
whatever.
scenes. Ice baby, says Kathy. An unlimited dose of that funky cold Medina. So another thing that happened in the news this week, and I said after the election we weren't going to lean too hard on the news, but there are certain things you're going to fucking talk about, including the recent SCOTUS ruling that essentially says, hey, Trump can do whatever he wants. All of those district courts and appellate courts that were stopping him from doing all this illegal shit. Well, the Supreme Court says they can't do that anymore.
Oh, great.
Yay! Oh, that's fabulous
he's so
news.
happy he put all those people on the Supreme Court, right?
Yeah. So he put all those people on the Supreme Court, and boy, oh boy, did it pay off, because now, with the recent SCOTUS ruling, Donald Trump is now allowed to blank. With the recent SCOTUS ruling, Donald Trump is now allowed to blank. Hi, Tay-Tay. Welcome. This is a behind-the-scenes thing. We're going to be back next week with lots more fun, I promise. But we're glad that you're here.
You're watching a behind the scenes of a show. We can't do that, but thank you.
Abu Baker Khan, thank you, and,
Oh my gosh.
Mehoob, and all you. We appreciate you wanting to co-host with us. We can't do it.
We don't know
can't
what
hear
that
you
is,
yet.
and we can't hear you.
We'll be back. Soon you'll see. With the recent SCOTUS ruling, Donald Trump is now allowed to go fuck himself.
That's the exact right answer. Yeah. He could have done that anytime. Really.
But but provide your funniest answer, kids, if you can just turn this around. Hold this up to a mirror. Well, with the recent SCOTUS ruling, Donald Trump is now allowed to blank.
We do a show on a phone.
It's called The Show on a Phone.
I'm all scarred up because I'm allergic to yard work.
She's allergic to yard work and Mondays. Yeah.
Also, one of our squirrels is pregnant.
We think... So
she has giant boobs.
This is a squirrel with tits. I don't know how else to say it. There's a squirrel that keeps coming and eating all the food and just hogging out, and it's adorable, so I don't really want to chase it away. But this squirrel has big old squirrel
knockers.
Tits. Yeah, or maybe it's just full of little ones. I'm not really sure. So I don't know what to do about it.
Well, I was gonna. So I said, let's do a prompt about that. Let's do a clue about the pregnant squirrel, but we couldn't think of anything funny.
We wouldn't.
We were like, name that squirrel, but all you could do is fat shame the squirrel.
You can. Yeah, nobody's fat shaming.
Or it's the fattest squirrel
we don't
anyone's
fat shame
ever
on
seen.
this show.
Yeah.
But actually, ChatGPT did name the squirrel. Named it Crouton.
Crouton.
Oh, isn't that adorable? That's adorable.
Cute.
Aw, Crouton the squirrel. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Now with the recent SCOTUS ruling, Donald Trump is now allowed to go fuck himself, to tweet. He's allowed to tweet.
Yeah.
Stick his head up his own fat ass. Talk about WAP with his OnlyFans subscriptions. Get a bucket in the mop. Get a bucket in the mop. Kill newborns. Well, he's doing that now. Claim his anaconda exists. But only if you have junk in the back of your Honda, I think, right? Recreate Handmaid's Tale. Oh, he's trying.
Scott, did you get put in Facebook jail for the answer? Is that why you edited it?
Oh, no. Recreate The Handmaid's Tale. Pave over the rose garden. Fornicate with his daughter. Oh, Christ almighty. Yeah. Deport Melania. Go back to Epstein Island. Fondle the Crypt Keeper. Sell California to Putin. Empower the old cast from Deliverance. Wow, these are great answers.
Bring a bucket and a mop
who are the
for that
response?
whack-ass president.
Whack-ass president.
Whoa!
Thank you. Boom. Up high.
Thanks.
Up high. Boom.
I'm going to give it to
going on.
Maleficent for empower the old cast from Deliverance.
She had many funny responses. Nice to them. Okay, so listen. I didn't. You know what? I meant to. We want to do this one. You want to explain it, or should I? Because I forgot to.
Oh, did you forget? Yeah, we'll just do it next week.
Save that for next week. Okay, very good. Listen, there is a new trend happening online. All you TikTok people will know about this. It's called floodlighting. Have you heard about this?
I think this is just trauma dumping, right? Like when you go out with someone for the first time and they're like, here's the story of my life and all the terrible shit that's happened to me.
Apparently, this is a way that's called floodlighting when you go on a date and you basically trauma dump on your date right off the bat in order to establish intimacy. It's like you go and you say, and then I was, my parents, made me live in a fucking broom closet until the time I was 5. And
Isn't
then
that every first date?
I generally, most first dates are like, what movies do you like? Are you a Scorsese fan? I certainly am. That's how do you like chicken?
Maybe I've just been on a lot of bad dates.
Yeah, you've clearly, not like mine have been stellar, although I finally found the right one.
Exactly.
Aw, you guys. Aw. Somebody get a screen grab. Anyway, floodlighting is basically you go into a date and you just you tell them all the horrible shit that's happened to you in your life.
Maleficent says she likes it. She likes the floodlighting.
You like the floodlighting. Okay.
So you just like to, but Maleficent, You know everybody in that town.
I was
right?
going to
So
say,
it's
Maleficent knows
when
everybody.
Are you
What,
going to go on a first date with
you're not
someone
gonna-
you don't know?
Somebody
I mean,
have to be
you
a
know
transplant.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I know everybody knows everybody in that town.
Anyway, let's pretend we're on a date. Floodlight me. Pretend we're on a date. Establish intimacy. Establish intimacy with us, TikTok. Floodlight me. Yeah, give me the floodlight.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Let's see.
Dooby-dooby-doo.
My mom is dead.
Oh, God.
I'm not what? I mean, it's true. What?
Oh, no.
What? What?
We were really going to go there. Oh, yeah. All right. Holy God.
What?
What? Anyway.
Oh, are you not supposed to start with the worst thing that ever happened to you? I just thought I'd start and just go nuclear.
Honestly, I feel a great deal of intimacy. I feel we're forming an intimate bond.
Okay.
In this very moment. Floodlighting.
You
know,
have one dead parent.
I do. In retrospect, this might not have
idea.
been the best prompt. I don't know. I just thought we could just trauma dump all over each other, and that would be.
It's true. Maleficent says she's already been floodlighting me for 15 years. I know everything that's ever happened to Maleficent. So are we not going on a date? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, she's been floodlighting Lord for
floodlighting
15
me.
years. Gang, here on TikTok, floodlight us. Trauma dump all over
Tell us something horrible that happened
We're
to you.
going to establish some intimacy.
Oh my
with
God!
this.
Your mom says
Your mother has OnlyFans. Hi-oh!
That's not even a floodlight. That's just trauma now.
Yeah, I was saying you're inflicting trauma. You're giving me material so that if I ever, God forbid, had to go on another date, that's what my mom's on OnlyFans. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Rick. I love America in 2025.
Let's see. Love America in 2025. Mic drop. David Lynch setting the table stakes. 2 girls, 1 floodlight, says Ange.
Maleficent says we're dating.
We're so dating. We're totally dating.
We're so dating.
Well, obviously, I've got to give it to my my mom and dad hosted a sexy Friendster page. I got to give it to my mom for she has an OnlyFans page.
God.
I told you guys my mom works blue. She works
I'm
blue.
traumatized right now.
Exactly. Sweating. I'm in flop sweat. Full on flop sweat. And I also, Scott says, the worst thing I've ever done, I mixed all up. No. Can't do that for Lauro. No, absolutely not. Hi, good night, everybody. Good night. Bye. Bye. No, so anyway, you're going to have to set this one up because I meant to find the article.
Oh, I sent you the screenshot of that guy.
I know, but you got it. So basically, you guys remember in the last Olympics, there was a pole vaulter who couldn't quite get his pole over the bar. You know, the guy, he was a pole vaulter with a big dick, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so this headline, this is a headline about a guy who won a race, but then I guess they take his trophy away or something because his penis kept falling out.
I don't know if they took his trophy away. Did he win or did he fall behind?
Or did he not win?
I think his dick kept falling out and he couldn't run as fast as he ordinarily could.
I think I sent you
big
this.
floppy,
Hold on, I know right where it is.
Anyway.
It's runner wins 400-meter hurdle despite having his penis constantly falling out of his shorts.
That would make sense, yeah, because he's got to stretch that junk.
Do you want me to send?
No. That's great. So we got a 400-meter hurdler whose dong keeps falling out. And was he penalized? Hi! Hey, everybody! Thank you. I didn't mean that. Wow! I am clever and didn't even read a penalized. Ladies and gentlemen, Maleficent said he won in our book. Let me ask you this: why didn't you win the race? See, now this prompt isn't as funny because I had thought that he didn't win the race because his dong kept falling out.
But he won.
But
and I guess the announcers were making fun of him, and then they got in trouble for making fun of him. But here's my question about this situation.
Yeah.
It's you got to a race, meaning you've done this before, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have
it's not
an
his first
abnormally large penis that falls
Figure
out
it
of your
out.
shorts a lot,
You gotta work
why
with
don't
your-
you just get some compression shorts to keep
head on
that
back
thing
to
in?
wardrobe
This is
and
the
sort
first
that
time
out.
this has happened to him,
exactly.
is what
No,
I'm saying.
This
Like,
couldn't possibly have been
it's
the
not
first
your
time that's
first
ever happened to him.
rodeo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not your first hurdle race with your dong hanging out. is what I'm saying.
And honestly, if the hurdling thing doesn't work out, a headline like that is going to make your life delightful. I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying.
You'll get offers.
Why
what
is
I'm
this
saying.
the first we're hearing of this problem?
This guy should start an OnlyFans page. That's where he'll make his money. Right? He and the Hawk Tuo
Dong
girl are going
Hurdler.
to start OnlyFans pages.
No, that's not a good name.
what did you
Dong
say?
Hurdler.
Dong Hurdler. Hurdler Dong.
Sounds like he's hurdling. Like
Hi,
he's
Donnie. Hi,
throwing it.
CK23.
Hi.
Mojo
Hi.
922.
I know this looks weird.
It
You're,
looks very
you're
strange.
behind the scenes
We're-
of a
we're
show
glad
that
you're
we're
here.
doing. We're trying to get you to hear the sound.
It's kind of crazy the number of people that we have watching on TikTok right now, and I want to be able to like include you guys in the festivities with all these people joining, and it's great, and we're so happy that they're here. But they're probably wondering what the fuck is happening. What are these two human beings doing? Let's see. Why didn't you win the race? Because I kept thinking of WAP.
Sarah got waylaid by a hurdler. What if you're running right next to that guy and then it
Jesus,
just
get that
hits
thing
you?
off
Like,
me.
get that
Jesus,
thing off
come
me.
on.
I'm trying to concentrate over here. Oh, maybe that's why you won. Everyone was like,
distracted.
everyone was distracted and unnerved by that thing.
Yeah, he's clearing the lanes, right? He's just clearing the lanes with the thing. It's like,
But also-
somebody please gift this. Now,
Also,
give me a gift of this.
doesn't that hurt when you're running and
yes.
jumping over hurdles?
Oh my God.
And your stuff is slinging everywhere.
Listen,
Like,
I have a normal sized cock, and I cannot even imagine running without shorts. Like, it would just.
Right.
Ow.
doesn't
Ow.
that like
Jesus
doesn't
Christ.
that gravity just feels like it? Okay.
You know, you
all right,
see
just-
those old, depictions of the original Olympics, and they're all the guys are nude and they're running along nude. I'm like, damn.
Nah, dog.
No, dog.
Nah.
That doesn't work.
No.
It didn't work at all. Let's see. Why didn't you win the race? Because Kathy had fresh batteries and she missed the start. All the pizza I eat, says Ange,
Yeah, just-
never started, says Scott. Let's see. It was outside, and I'm allergic to the outside, says Sarah. Because I am Morgana, the kissing bandit, and I couldn't win the uneven bars competition because she had giant knockers. I didn't win because I had a compression bra. I got waylaid by a hurdler. Penis too long, kept jumping on it during the potato sack race. A dong hurdler and turd burglar tripped over a dong. My mom also tripped over a giant dong. What's our TikTok handle?
Oh, I'm just on as Lori Caldwell.
I'm
right
Steph.
now.
Yeah, it's just at Lori Caldwell.
Yeah. You can hear the silent version of
You
the show.
can
on
basically,
with
yeah.
a whole bunch of
Hi,
people. I don't know. Hi,
how's it going?
hi.
Let's see. I'm out of shape. I have bad eye-hand coordination. The start gun triggered my shelter-in-place response. I was hiding under the bleachers. These are all good reasons, but I have to give it to Sarah for I got waylaid by a hurdler. All right, kids.
Ange said something really poetic, which was a dong hurdler turd burglar. So I'm going to give her an extra point for that.
I think that's fair. So Laura was in a parking lot today, and she heard the honking, like a insistent honking coming from
Okay, so
somewhere.
picture this.
Yeah.
I'm loading something into my car at Costco, and there's nobody else around, and all of a sudden, a Tesla starts honking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse
What's
me?
going on?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Right.
No one's trying to break into the Tesla.
Right.
The Tesla's just honking.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, should I go tell a Costco employee that this Tesla is just randomly honking? Is it malfunctioning? What's
Right.
going on? Is it over here? I don't know what's going on because I'm the only one there that can see the Tesla. And then this guy casually walks over and gets in his Tesla and leaves. And I'm like, oh, that's the
So,
Tesla location
That was it.
bell.
Basically, he pushed the locate my car thing, or the alarm, or the panic button, or whatever the fuck
I'm
it
sorry,
was.
that's the dumbest thing I have ever heard. They can easily, it's hooked to an app. They can say, lead me to my car.
Where's my fucking car? Exactly. It's like the most high-tech
the
vehicle
car
on the
is
planet.
like a computer. Like I could. I'm saying this because I lose my car all the time, and like frequently will drop a pin using my phone. Where's my car? And then I'll follow my phone back to where my car is. So I
Right,
know
right,
it's
right.
possible.
Right.
Tesla
Totally.
can't do that. They have to annoy everyone in the parking lot.
Basically, yeah. So Tesla's using, I'm trying to think of an analogy. It would sort of be like they're using the 8-track. Basically, they're like, I want to play an
Right.
album. Well, here, use the 8-track. That's what you want to do.
There's so many more ways, so many good ways to solve that problem rather than just honking until you, like, here, just honk until I will walk toward the honk.
Also, that was just fucking rude of that person. Yeah, because you heard it, and it's just, you turn it off. Come on, don't be an asshole. Wow, my new Tesla can even blank. What can your Tesla do? My new Tesla can even blank. Penis envy, says Scott.
Okay, Am I wrong in thinking that that's a dumb, inefficient way to solve the
Yeah.
lost car
Yes,
problem?
it is.
Like, I'm just gonna make my car honk
Make
until
my
I
car
find it.
honk, I find it. Meh, meh,
I
meh.
find it.
That's a terrible idea.
That's dumb.
That's a very dumb idea. Hi, Leslie. Hi, I am hungry.
Hi.
Lil Habib 100. Hi, Jesse. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
We're glad you're here. Listen, we're trying to figure out the sound thing all on TikTok. We promise we'll
We're
have it
doing a
sorted
game
out.
show.
We're doing a game show. We'll have it
We
sorted
can
next
hear the
weekend.
sound effects, but you can't. But you can see the backstage, and you can see the question backwards.
Oh my,
if
backwards.
You want to answer.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
And I'm covered
boy.
in slashes.
Yeah, this is just like the old days. Basically, you guys remember 5 years ago when we started out doing a show on a phone, and it was really
We wanted to
rudimentary,
go back
and
there.
everything was backwards. That's what we're doing now on TikTok. We decided to start from zero.
From zero.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what we did.
Earn our way up to be able to share our sound with people. That's what we're doing. We're earning our sweat equity right now.
Wow, my new Tesla can even lose its value faster than other brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Let's see. Fly a big ass flag. Yeah, they. I don't understand the. I do not understand the whole big flag fucking thing. It's very Germany 1939 is really what the whole thing is to me. Root out government waste. Says Sarah. That's very funny. Nicely done, Sarah. Make my creator that much more annoying.
That's
Go
right.
fuck itself. Embarrass me in public. Run into protesters on accident. Yeah, exactly. That's what the Tesla will do.
Which kind
Go
of protesters?
fuck itself.
You know which kind.
Oh, Pakistan, we can't do
Oh,
that.
we can't do
but
that.
Thank you for the invitation. We appreciate it. Let's see. Cause accidents and kill people with its brilliant self-driving feature. That is true. My mom's very funny tonight. Be a target for rocks and light itself on fire.
Why not?
Is this you?
Is that one of the features?
No, this is me. Let's see. I honestly, I keep giving her points. I got to give one to Sarah. One to Sarah for root out government waste. Yeah, exactly. It's the Dogemobile. Very
it also
comfort.
dispenses K.
Hello,
Hello, can I have some K?
Yeah, exactly. You right in the glove box, which nobody puts gloves in. Driving gloves haven't been a thing since.
Do kids today still call it the glove compartment?
I don't know. Honest to God, I have no fucking
What
idea.
do the kids call it?
What do the kids go? What is it even called anymore? If it's not the glove compartment, glove box.
Oh, that's what we call it, but I'm
Well, yeah,
wondering
but
if the
what-
kids have a new name for it.
That's what I'm wondering.
What's
Is
it
it
called?
like if you look on a diagram for a car and it points to all the different parts? What is that? Something compartment?
I don't know.
You can't call it a map compartment because nobody even uses those anymore. Okay, so listen, we're moving on to our multimedia portion here. Listen, I was looking for a place to eat, and I found out that we have this fabulous new food column in town. Eat out, eat out, Catherine Clary. Eat out, Catherine Clary.
What-
So yeah, that's
What restaurants does she cover?
She's looking real scampy, too. She's got a very scampy look on her face. Catherine Clary does. Anyway, so Catherine Clary's got a food column called Eat Out Catherine Clary. Let's see. Name your food column. Name your food column. Yabba doop doop doo. Yabba doop doop doo. Hey, Guadalupe Mesa. Hey, I'm that guy. Hey, Jason Silva. Hey, Jenna Shields. Hey, Joshua Rager. Hey, Nan. We're so glad that you guys are here. Thanks for being here. So cool.
my food column is called Ew.
Yeah, yeah.
Ew.
I can't eat that. Yeah.
I've never had that.
My mom is laughing. She's laughing with her fingers right now. She's laughing so hard. Yeah. Name your food column. What is the name of your food
Ray's
column?
food column is called PBBJ.
Okay, it is called actually.
Side of PBBJ.
Ray's food column is actually called Ray Views.
Oh, that's right. He does have a food column.
He does have a
actually.
food column. He's on YouTube and Facebook where he tries things, and it's called Ray Views. Hi, Elaney. Hi, R. How's it
Sarah
going?
says, you know what? Good for her.
Right? Exactly. Like, just
Is
tell
she
him what you
doing
like.
it or is it being done?
Tell them what you like, Catherine. That's what men love to be told what you
Never
like.
mind.
They love it. Yeah.
Maybe
so.
she's doing it.
Maybe she. Oh wow, she can do that. She's quite flexible. Very, very flexible.
No,
indeed.
another like maybe she's, I don't know. Maybe she's
Eating somebody else out.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Maybe she's gay. It's fine.
No, it's fucking great. Hey, absolutely right. Let's see. Name your food column. Yes, please is the name of Scott's. Good for toddler food for grown-ups. Overpriced shit. Let's see. Boom, boom, bites into it. Yeah, good for her. Exactly right. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, you're herself? I get that. I just got that. You said very flexible. I
I thought you said.
I was like, what?
I thought you were insinuating that she was hearing herself.
Oh, okay, okay.
That would require some
I see.
flexibility.
Or to do yoga or something?
Let's see. The Maleficent's food column is called "Try to Make Everybody in One House Happy." That sounds. Ask Scott. He'll
That's
tell you all
Scott's
about that.
problem, too.
That is Scott's conundrum. Holy shit! How did someone not tell her that was a questionable name? I don't know. Let's see if
She's
there's-
just still laughing. She's fixated on it.
is there some sort of way to contact Catherine Cleary and say, "Hey, ma'am, guess
Oh,
what?"
we should connect her to?
Hang on, I want to see if I can get my head quite at that cocky angle. There
Catherine
you go.
Cleary, meet Tuna Cunt.
Tuna Cunt, ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Cleary, Tuna Cunt, Tuna
Did I
Cunt.
just, okay, if you're just joining us,
If you're just
there is
joining
a
us, if you're
person,
just joined as a person
named
named
Tuna Cunt.
Yeah, her name is actually legal. She's from Turkey. Her name is Tuna Cunt.
And that's fine for her.
And that is fine for her in Turkey.
But she lives in
England.
and
That's-
is running for some kind of office, and no one has told her that that's a kind of a weird name. So.
Kathy's food column is called "How to Eat While Surviving World War III." In the weeds, says Ange. 1 bowl, 2 forks. That's right. Nice. Love that. Birds and Brews. 69 dinner for 2. Dear Laura, Lisa Boy, you've got some choices.
jeez.
You have some choices. My goodness. Hi, Arden. Hi, DSO167. DSO167. Happy you're here.
Oh my gosh.
You're basically seeing the backstage of a show right now.
I'm gonna
We
give it to
promised to
Kathy
deal you
for
in.
toddler
next week.
food for grown-ups.
Toddler food for grown-ups.
That'd be my call. I ate chicken fingers and fries last night.
Exactly. So listen, cross-stitching has become very, very popular lately, and somebody here got a hold of some cross stitches and has decided that she's going to try to sell them for Christmas.
I don't see it.
These custom cross-stitch candle flames, cross-stitch candle
Those are
flames,
candle flames.
candle flames.
They're candle flames.
Highest quality of material available. They would make a great decoration in any home.
I don't know what you think you're seeing.
Get them GETTEM while they last. Oh my goodness.
They can't see the graphic.
You guys can't see the graphic. Yeah, it's there's no way to do it. We're gonna figure this out next week.
No.
TikTok. We love you. We love you. We're glad you're here, TikTok. Anyway, yeah. So I honest to God,
Your mom's like, oh God.
there's really nothing to say about this other than what's on your cross stitch. What are you cross stitching, right? Somebody is cross stitching candle flames, right? What are you cross stitching? What's on your cross stitch? It's all the rage these days. Everybody's doing the cross stitch. Are you guys doing the cross stitch? Are you? TikTok? Are you doing the cross stitch?
Is that
What's
2
on
words?
your
Is
cross
that
stitch?
one
It
word?
apparently
Cross
is. I thought it might have been one, but then I got Word, Microsoft
every
Word.
spelling is wrong. Okay,
pinged me.
fine. Go with that.
Yeah.
Stitching.
Hi, Pebbles Francis.
Fine.
Hi, Chef I.
Sure.
Carson Bickerst. We're so glad that you guys are here. You're
That's
basically
a cool
seeing.
name. That sounds like a Monty Python name.
That's a very cool name. You're seeing the backstage version
Of
of
a
the
game
show
show.
that we're doing on Facebook and YouTube. We promise to have more sound effects and stuff for TikTok next, and we want you to come and play because it's much more fun when you get to.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're cross stitching, what's on your cross stitch? Sweaty
Your mom says, "Candle flames my white ass."
Mom, get your mind out of the
Get
gutter.
it together.
It's Christmas. They're warm, snuggly candle flames. That's what those are. Toasty.
Maleficent says she
Pink.
can
They're
she
pink.
can see vagina stitches.
Pink candle flames. Well, obviously, Maleficent. Yes, of course. Yes, they're pink. No, it's just pink flames. Flames are always pink and vaguely brown around the edge, right? Isn't that how flames are?
What? A penalized hurdler.
Hello, penal, ladies and gentlemen. What are you cross-stitching? Penalized hurdler, a hurdler dong. Yeah, okay, so Fuzz, Ange on the same page. Let's see, sweaty balls. Imagined obituaries of my enemies. Oh, Sarah, you and me both, kid. Every morning we wake up. Is it today? Let me look at my phone.
it wrong?
Today?
Is it today?
Did it happen?
Is it today?
Did cholesterol do its job?
Did it happen yesterday?
Did it happen? Maybe it's
Oh,
happening
the
right
rest
now.
of us are supposed to watch our cholesterol, but not.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
No.
Great.
Have another fucking steak with ketchup.
Great.
Yeah, all right. Meat curtains, Georgia O'Keeffe florals. Exactly, Kathy. That's exactly. Yeah, it was a Georgia O'Keeffe she was doing. Let's see. Jesus, dick in a box. Lots of blood from all my finger pricks. Yeah, Maleficent says, I'm stitching some more candle stitches. Exactly right. Yeah. This is me. I'm going to give it to Kathy for Georgia O'Keeffe florals. Exactly. No, No. They're not conic at all, Georgia O'Keeffe. So I don't know how could you possibly be thinking
Why are you seeing that? That's you.
that flower that
That's a you
obviously looks like a vajayjay isn't? No. So Lauro discovered, and for those of you in the New York area, perhaps we could all go to this together. There is somebody who is leading a specialized tour of rats, of all the places in the city where you can see rats. So you figured, well, you can't beat them, you might as well host a tour for them. So
and because I'm weird, instead of just going, ew, gross, I thought, wow, what leads someone to design like they like rats so much they're going to take you all over so you can see other rats. Like, how into rats are you?
Apparently you're quite into rats.
That's a lot.
This is the curb where the infamous pizza rat dragged his pizza into the subway.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the subway stop where you can see the most rats. Like, I never enjoyed seeing a rat, not one time in New York, not ever.
It's always so disconcerting. You look down the subway tracks, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a fucking giant rodent down there.
We have either come close or we have had a rat like run over our
my feet. I've had rats run over my feet.
And then you're like,
It's
oh God, do I need to go to the doctor?
What do I need to do? It
Am
definitely
I okay?
touched me. The rat touched me.
A rat has touched me,
I don't
for
feel
sure.
good about that. Hi, Waterfowl Freak.
A rat in the
How's it going?
wild.
Hi,
has touched
Crystal
me.
Sosa. Hi, Linda G. We're so glad you guys are here. Anyway, welcome to my specialty tour of blank. What are you offering a specialty tour of? This woman is offering a specialty tour of all of the rats in New York. What are you offering a specialty tour of?
Here's a fun fact about us. If you come visit us in person,
Yeah.
we have a specialty tour of Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. We live in Twin Peaks country around here.
We'll
we
take
will
you
take
to
you.
the waterfall,
the-
the police station,
the bridge. Yep.
Ronnett's Bridge,
Ronnett's, thank
the
you, I couldn't remember.
Tweeds Cafe,
Tweeds
where
Cafe, of course.
where the
Damn
Double R
good cherry
Diner,
pie and cup of
where the
coffee.
cherry pie.
Yeah.
We'll take you everywhere.
Take you to all
and
those places.
people always don't believe, and then we're like, hey, we do have a tour.
Yeah, you
So
know the opening where you see the waterfalls? We'll take you right there.
we'll take you right to there.
Take it right there, and then the lodge where Cooper stayed and Audrey's dad runs that place. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's all right around here.
It's right there.
It's delightful, and I love the fact that so when David Lynch died last year, we was it this year? Was it earlier this year? It was earlier
this year, yeah.
Yeah. We went over to the Double R Cafe. And we dropped off a tribute, and I thought how nice that they still keep they keep it alive. I mean, that show came out in '89, and yet people still think of Twin Peaks. So we feel good about that.
It was great.
Let's see, Coffee Bean Queen.
Oh,
Hi, Coffee
Maleficent!
Bean
See,
Queen.
you should come visit. That's why. Like, you should. We'll
Obviously,
take
you
you
should
on
come
that
visit,
tour.
yeah.
She's a big David Lynch fan.
Let's see, my specialty tour of perimenopause symptoms, says Kathy. My supplements.
There's nothing it doesn't cover.
Kathy's going to give us a tour of her supplements, where all the Republicans live in D.C. Oh, are you in that neighborhood? Is it not? It's kind of the opposite of DuPont Circle, right? And that's where all the lefties and the fabulous part of town is DuPont Circle. Let's see, a boat tour of all the river places that my grill has fallen into. Oh, the River
Amazing.
Grill! I forgot about the River Grill.
And then so the River Grill is still in your house, right?
Yeah.
Like it fell in the river, but now it's okay. And then it had a grill rat in it.
A grill rat. Yeah,
Yeah.
boy, we're coming full circle on so many themes here tonight. Jan's Magic Dildos, the Green Couch, a boat tour. Yeah, okay, let's see, my open browser tabs. Kathy, you and me both. I should take a photo and show you all the open browser tabs I have. My saved videos, my own specialty flower and craft shops. I have more supplies than Michael, says my mom. That is true.
Now it's funny that you mention all of the lost Costco parking lot Teslas. It's funny that you mentioned
funny.
browser tabs because several weeks ago we got given a hard time because we have 1,000 browser
there's
tabs
so many
open.
browser tabs.
And
Do you guys have
we
a
were
lot of
like,
browser tabs
we were
open?
like, do you have a lot open? And everyone was like, 5. I don't know.
What is wrong with you? Is it just my ADHD brain? It must
I
be.
have to close my computer and shut it down every
know.
week because I have so many tabs open I run out of memory.
It used to be that when you would shut down a browser, your tabs were just gone, and now it's like, would you like to restore all your tabs? I'm like, no, but I have to. Now, of course, there was an Onion article written from the time when your browser tabs were gone the minute you turned off a browser.
No.
Woman accidentally shuts down browser with multiple browser tabs, goes outside and has a life. That's what I'm talking about. Right, exactly. Oh my God. Okay, so my mom's going to give a tour of her dildo collection.
Oh, nice.
See, I told you guys, my mom works blue. Universal health care in a civilized country. Yes. Oh no, wrong. There we go.
What's that like?
What is
Tell
that
us
like?
all about
Tell
that.
us all about that, Sarah. Tell us about the health care, Sarah. Tell us all about that.
Oh, you're talking about unicorns.
Tell us about
Sarah.
education and healthcare.
Civilization.
And people who actually care about other people. Oh my God, where everyone leaves with me. A 100% Midwest humidity. The local ballot drop box locations. My mom says her phone died tonight because she has hundreds of tabs open. Yeah, that's probably true.
My phone dies every day because I have the maximum number of tabs open.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I have to
think
close
that's
tabs
probably-
every day so I can open some more.
That's probably mine too. This is me, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's give this to my mom for a tour of her garage with all of her many her many supplies out there. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so Lauro captured this video today when she was out driving around, and I think it speaks for itself. There's a van, as you can see. She's driving along. What is going? Go a little closer.
Why is it bouncing
Why
up and
is the
down?
van bouncing? The van is bouncing.
Can you see that it's bouncing?
Yes, you can definitely see that van is bouncing, and we try to figure out why. Yeah, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump
I don't get it.
it, bump. Yeah, the van.
Like, if you're having engine problems, doesn't your car go back and forth? Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't go up and down. It goes like, it was bouncing. And then I passed the guy, and he didn't look like he was freaking out.
He
or
wouldn't have a
anything.
look on his face like,
No,
I
like,
don't
oh
know,
my God,
I don't know
help
what
me,
I'm
I
doing
need to
either. Yeah,
run.
exactly.
I need to stop, drop, and roll out this van. It's bouncing. He was like, nah, my hazards are on. I'm like, what?
dog.
Do you have a bunch of monkeys in that van?
Oh my fucking God!
What's
yeah.
happening?
So anyway, you remember the famous bumper sticker from our youth? If this van's a knockin',
Right.
don't bother rockin'. Wait, no. Hey, hang on. Good night, everybody. Good night.
No.
Good night. No.
The only show.
Boo. You remember that? Take two. Hang on, we'll edit this in post.
Okay.
You remember that bumper sticker from our youth? If this van's a rockin', don't bother knockin'. Don't come a knockin'. Why is that van a rockin'? Why is that van a rockin'? Ambulatory shaggin' wagon, says Fuzz. The ice. Kathy says the ICE kidnap victims keep trying to get out. I think that's exactly
We're
right.
all jumping up and down.
Oh God, if we can't
Help,
laugh,
let us out!
if we can't laugh at this, oh my God, oh my fucking God. Hi Tubby, hi Ivan, hi Manuela. Wait, it'll end. Wait, but don't.
Solve the puzzle.
Oh shit. No,
Oh, my
hang on,
God.
Hang on. I don't know. Can you
Here.
fix it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So that van was indeed right. You know, bumper stickers just aren't really a thing anymore. They're just not. I kind of miss it because remember you would be driving along with your parents when you were a kid and it's like, hey, there's a lot to read. Wow, somebody has lots of things to say. Somebody has lots and lots of.
Oh my God.
You all right? You get it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, very good. Very
I'm
good.
gonna hang in there. Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, they were testing out midget pogo competition. I don't think you're allowed to say that, and you just made me say it.
No, we just said it. We're pretty sure it's little person, and I'm not entirely sure why midget is a bad word other than it seems pretty like you're
I think we're
literally
canceled.
minimizing a person. When you're calling them a midget, you're minimizing
I don't think you're not supposed to say that anymore.
No, you're not.
It's a dwarf or a little person.
Well, I think, but a dwarf is a form of little person, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Hi, TikTok. Hi.
I
We're
don't know.
canceled over here.
All I'm saying
We're
is
totally
you're not
canceled
supposed to
over
say
here.
that
That's
thing
what
that he
she
said that
yeah.
I said that.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
going to say it again.
Ray made you say it. He totally made you say it. Why is that man rocking? Midget pogo. Yeah, exactly. People in the back were testing out Jan's dildo collection. Glitch in the Matrix. Fun hydraulics. Mobile bounce house. Let's see. Jose Leos. Hello, welcome to you. Let's see.
Maleficent says, don't say it. It's diminutive.
Cute. That's very funny. Doge Bros mistook the van for access to more personal details. They were trying to find a data center. Exactly. The Mormon Sewing Club is back there cross-stitching flames. Yeah, there you go. I like that. And let's see Scott Sissy's story. Don't say, full of Mexican jumping beans. It was kidnapped. It was full of kidnapped ICE agents. Okay, now that's, I can get behind that.
Sure.
I can get behind that.
Someone was in there jumping up and down, I think. But the driver seemed so calm. I didn't think maybe he wasn't doing something nefarious. I don't know.
Maybe.
I was trying to solve the mystery.
The van identifies as a lowrider. Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
all right.
Tigger. Let's see. So, dear Lauro, who had the funniest response?
Oh, jeez.
Who had the funniest response to why is that van rockin'?
I'm going to give it to Ange for the Mormon Sewing Club is back there cross-stitching flames.
such
Flames.
Yeah, flames. They're just flames.
I was yelling for emphasis.
Emphasis on your syllables. Listen, we're on to the speed round here. So honestly, buckle in. Do what you got to do. Refresh your drinks. Be ready, because here we go. Just landed my dream job. I get to blank all day long. Just landed my dream job. I get to blank all day long.
I get to do this
Yeah.
all day. No.
What was your favorite job that you ever had?
What was my favorite
Yeah.
job? Oh, I don't know. This?
I was gonna say, yeah. Honestly, this is our best job. This is our best job ever.
My current job, where I just do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is about it. But of the jobs that you had to have, like when we were paying rent for things, doing all that.
Oh,
subsisting.
I liked working. I used to work at a consulting agency. That was a great job
Yeah, that was fun.
because I just got to work on a lot of different accounts, and it was fun. Also, I used to do singing murder mystery dinner theater.
That's a good job. That's
that
a good
was
job.
fun job.
That is a very good job. I actually really liked my Look Smart days when Ray and I
That
were
was
working
fun,
together.
yeah,
It was
that was a fun
fun. It was the job itself was a grind, but the people that we got to hang out with and the adventures that we all got into, and you felt like you were part of something. So Laura and I were part of .com 1.0 in San Francisco in the late 90s. Ray and I worked at the same place, which is how we know each other. And there really was a sense in the air like something's happening, right? Like first of all, money was flowing like crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
these investors are coming to town just dumping millions and millions of dollars on, hey, I got an idea. How about we toothpicks.com. All right, here you go. Back up the Brinks truck. There you go.
Wait till Ray's next.
Okay, so I landed my dream job. I get to blank all day long. Laura says she loves your ASMR microphone. Cross-stitch vaginas, says Ray. He gets to do that all day long. Avoid working, says Ange. Question my life choices, says Kathy. Bang the drum, says Ray. Stay home, says Kathy. Fight for my right to party, says Maleficent. Eat out, Catherine. Ray says he gets to eat out Catherine Byers.
and go to skeleton.
Eat cheese with no repercussions. Oh, Sarah, we remember the days, don't we? Holy God. I remember, Laura and I, when we were living together in San Francisco the first time, we would, at least 2 or 3 times a week, we would order a pizza and we'd be walking home and say, well, you want a pint of Ben & Jerry's? Sure we do. And we'd go home and eat the whole fucking thing. And we were fine. Now, granted, you walked a lot in San Francisco and a lot of hills is good for your ass, all that stuff. But wow, you could get away with that stuff back then. Get paid for doing nothing. My mom got Christy Gnome's job, and she gets to dress up in every stupid fucking costume and pretend I'm not a see you next Tuesday. Nice, Mom.
Wow.
Sell PBBJs. Well, obviously, we have to give this to Ray for eating out Catherine Byers. Hey. Let's do some poetry. You guys ready to write some poetry? Hey,
yeah.
TikTok, you guys want to write some poetry? Roses are red, violets are blue, blank. Write me a verse. Roses are red, violets are blue, blank. How about that, TikTok? Can you write us a verse? Let's see who we got with us. Let's see. Blessed by Bertha is with us. Flash Cameron. Dylan Basil. I like that name, Dylan Basil. That's a cool name. Let's see. Logan. Logan is with us.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Patricia Benoiti.
I
Anwar
lost my
Yusuf.
Tesla. Honk, 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 honk.
Exactly. Toot.
Toot.
Yeah. Roses are red, violets are blue.
Toot.
Where's my Tesla? Toot.
Where's my Tesla?
Yeah. Boom.
Toot,
Up
toot,
top.
toot.
Yeah, exactly.
That was more like a haiku. We lived on 27. Well, first we lived on Ashbury Street, and then we lived on 27th Street in Noe Valley. Where did you live, Scott? In San Francisco.
Oh, I didn't know Scott lived in San Francisco.
Did you live there?
Roses are red, violets make me shout. I'm looking for a food column where I can eat out. Thank you very much.
Where I can eat out Catherine. We don't write these things.
We don't write these.
We
no.
just bring them to you.
Honestly, only the hardest hitting news for you, TikTok. Hi, Miles Cad. How you doing? Welcome.
Look,
we're so glad
you
you're
know
here.
you've been doom scrolling the bad news. We
No.
just bring you the funny news.
We're here to bring you the funny news,
a
TikTok.
hurdler with the
A hurdler
with the renegade
whose dong
penis.
keeps falling out while he's hurdling.
Eat out, Catherine. Back. These are the things you should be reading
You should
and
be
laughing
reading this
at,
stuff. Don't read the other.
No,
don't read the
other
news.
stuff.
Don't read the news.
Don't
do
read
it.
the news.
Don't. We'll tell you the news.
It's just
Don't.
depressing.
Let's see. Roses are red, violets are blue. Yo, Trump, fuck you, says Fuzz. I like that. Flames are flames, boo-hoo, says Kathy. Actually, Kathy, flames are flames. Those are hoo-hoos. That's what those are.
Flames or flames.
Catherine Byers is ready for you. Eat her out too.
Yeah.
I miss 2002 and so do you. Blue is purple. Exactly. That's good. My tongue is tied from eating Catherine out. Sofas are green. Gross. I love Obama and I know you do too. If only the golden escalator would have killed that fucker too. Yay! These are great answers. Wow, you've got some good ones to choose from.
Oh, is it me?
That is you.
But no, it's number 13.
Oh,
It's
this is
you.
lucky number 13. Okay,
Yeah.
this is me. Let's see. Who is the first one?
If a president can run for a third term, that means we're bringing back Obama. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it can be Trump versus Obama, and Obama's young, or ish. Enough. Let's see. Flames are flames. Boo-hoo. Yeah, let's give that to Kathy.
Boo.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Bing, bong, bing with the bell. Oh, kids, are we having fun? This is the fun. Kathy says she hates
I
this
hate this poem. Jeez.
Listen, I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and my therapist says I need to take accountability for blank. Own it. I need to take accountability for blank, says my therapist. My therapist says I need to take accountability for blank. I wish this weren't backwards, TikTok, but I just read it to you. Give us your funniest answer. My therapist says I need to take accountability for blank. Hi, John. Hi, Logan King. Hi, Jose Ramirez. We're so glad you're here.
Speaking of taking accountability, twice this week, that anger management course I took came in handy.
Yeah, well, listen, I should probably do the same thing.
Where
'Cause I'm angry
Where I
90
have
plus
an
percent of
angry
the time.
thought, and I
Yeah.
go, no, don't do that. Go take a walk. You're still just as mad, but you didn't say the hurtful thing that you were thinking.
Oh, we're growing. Honestly, my problem is not that I will say the hurtful thing. It's that I'll think the hurtful thing so hard that I'm afraid I'm shortening my life. That's what's happening with me. Hate.
No,
Seething with hatred.
It's funny, I recently met someone with the same type of anger problem, and I said, it's not, and we were relating, she said, I got so mad I had to drive somewhere and rent a hotel room to calm down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And-
no, she was so mad
And
about
we
something
were
that happened to her
relating,
family.
like,
She's
it's
oh,
not
Jesus
just that
Christ.
I want to just, I'm going to blurt something out that's going to be so bad.
Life altering.
Yeah, so it's
exactly.
just-
change.
yeah.
You're gonna basically going to spin the planet off of its axis with
Right.
something that you're going to say that's so
And
awful.
you know this about yourself, so you're like, I know I got to take myself out
Walk
of the
away.
situation.
Gonna walk away. Let's see. Scott lived over the Broadway Tunnel between Leavenworth and Hyde by the park. Oh, that's right, by Buell and Schrader. That's
Oh, wow.
really interesting. So you were basically on the other side of the Broadway Tunnel from North Beach, right? Because it comes out on the other side. It comes out like Broadway in Columbus, which titty bars. Hey, city
We
lights.
desperately wanted to move to North Beach, but we
yeah.
just did not have the money.
We did not have the money at the time. I really loved North Beach. I still love North Beach, but I think the bloom is off the rose a little bit. It's not full of crazy people anymore. It's just full of rich people.
When did you live there?
Let's see. My floodlighting habits, says Kathy. She needs to take accountability for that. Why Eric won't text me back. It's your fault, and she can take responsibility for that. Well, I put my accountant through. Choosing a bad therapist, says Kathy.
That's right.
For almost everything, says Maleficent. My out loud thoughts. Oh, girl, same. Sarah, I'm telling you. Being an 80s kid, leaving Catherine Cleary wanting more than just oral. Sure.
That's right.
Never taking accountability, says my mom. She needs to take accountability for never taking accountability. My love of mushrooms on pizza. Fuzz, that's your fault. They didn't make you love those mushrooms. Dinner. Needless to say, I am not seeing that mofo anymore. Okay, so this one is you. My parents, says Kathy. You need to take responsibility for your parents. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to my therapist says I need to take accountability for blank.
I'm gonna give it to your mom for never taking accountability. It's
It's a snake eating its own tail. It's an Ouroboros.
That's
I
funny.
like that. That is a self-referential
That's a
answer.
perfect self-referential answer. I like
That's
it.
good. Listen, according to new JFK or RFK Jr. guidelines, pregnant women should now avoid blank. According to new guidelines laid out by RFK Jr., pregnant women should now avoid blank. Beep, 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 beep.
Or guild lines, if I'm typing.
Guild lines. Sure, why not? Hi, Elias. Hi, Mark James. Hi, Linda Johnson. We're so glad you're here. You guys are so nice to be here.
Oh my God, I quit a Facebook group earlier this week because somebody said, hey, if you get a blood transfusion, can you get the, it was something about if you get a blood transfusion, can you tell if the donor got the shot? And I'm like, oh God, no!
You don't
Are we
deserve a blood
still talking
transfusion.
about this?
You don't deserve it.
my
No,
God.
no. In fact, you're so anti-science. You don't get any blood.
Why are you
You
even
get
at
none.
the doctor?
You shouldn't even be at the doctor.
What?
Oh my fucking God.
What?
You don't. Listen, this is not a delicatessen. You don't get to choose which parts of science
Some
you believe in.
person donated blood, and you want to look in their records to see what they're. Oh my God! What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bro,
yeah.
are
Let's
you
see.
okay?
Yeah, according to RFK Jr. guidelines, pregnant women should now avoid RFK Jr. Yes, it's
Yeah.
my mom.
That's right.
My mom and Sarah both said that. Republicans getting pregnant. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. They should avoid being pregnant in the first place. Red states, men that will immediately get them pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
Children, 80s extra strength Tylenol. Wow. Republican dick, lambskin condoms, white bread, newborns, clean water, Teslas, prenatal care, butt stuff. This is you, right?
No, it's
Oh,
you.
this is me. Oh boy. Yeah, this is round number 15. This is the funny round. This is the one that
None
always...
of the other ones.
No. I'm just saying this is always the one that's the hardest to choose because everybody saves their funniest shit for the last round for some reason. Avoid the USA, thinking their life will ever be theirs again. Yeah, let's give that to Maleficent. That's a good answer. I like that.
She does have a lot of children.
Yeah, it should avoid the pull-out method, says Scott. That's what they call, what they call people who practice the pull-out method? Parents. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. All right. So you Laura needs a minute
Yeah.
to
Are you gonna sing
tally
us a
everything
song?
up. I don't really think I have any song in me, so let's...
Don't you have like a guitar song you can? No.
I
No.
don't. I don't. So let's what did you here. Yeah, let's do this.
She comes cruising up my driveway at 4:45. Gets out and starts complaining, doesn't even say hi. Well, you'd better get ready for a drive-by barbing tonight. When it comes to what you're doing wrong, Barb knows the score. Even though her dog mauled the kid next door, she's right, you're wrong. It's a drive-by barbing tonight. She's the self-appointed mayor of the neighborhood, taking credit for the things that you do. She'll spend an hour talking shit about your neighbor, then go there and talk shit about you. You know that Barb is packing heat, she's got a bunch of guns. Says it's because of George Soros that the cops won't come. It's an AK spray down with your drive-by barbing tonight. Hey, how about that band? Think they're hot? Well, you're wrong, because Barb says they suck. Well, nobody knows what she does all day, driving back and forth in her giant SUV. But you'd crawl over flaming coals to avoid her at the QFC. You know that when it comes to problems, Barb is on the hunt. Everybody thinks that she's a total jerk, so you'd better look out for a drive-by barbing. No fence can hold back a drive-by barbing. She's coming in hot with a drive-by barbing tonight. It's a drive-by barbing tonight. It's a drive-by barbing tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason for this video was because yesterday I experienced a drive-by barbing.
It was a walk-by barbing, and
It was a
Barb was
walk-by barbing.
rude as fuck.
I saw her at the grocery store, and because I couldn't avoid passing
my
by her
God,
to get
yeah.
to my car,
Exactly.
I said, "Hi."
Hi.
And she said,
Hi. Yeah, exactly. Just
like, I acknowledge you.
How old
and
are
I
you,
despise
woman?
you.
Jesus Christ! You can't. These are the way that we
She
get by in
barely,
society.
she barely spit her hi at me. Hi.
Hi.
And I'm like, You could just say nothing.
You could just say no. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Hi,
does-
TikTok. We're so glad
she
you're here.
does seem like one of those girls who, like, she's 75 or something like that, but
Yeah.
she's pulled real tight, and she
is pulled
just
tight.
seems like one of those people who was really popular in high school.
Very pretty, very
Right.
popular in high school.
Like
you
a
can kind of tell.
cheerleadery kind
Yeah.
of person, and she just doesn't like people.
She just doesn't. Now listen, I don't want to become that person, and I feel that I'm teetering on the precipice of becoming
It
a person
was rough.
who hates everybody. But I promise I won't be like her. I just won't talk to. I just won't go out. She goes out every day. That's her mistake.
Oh, Fuzz, the next time you come here, let's go over that.
Oh,
I
now
think-
yeah, you're definitely gonna meet Barb.
She's
TikTok, you guys need to come.
She's
meet Barb,
nicer
too.
to guys, not to you.
No, no, because I got in her face one day and basically called her on her bullshit, and she hasn't liked me since. So that's fine.
Not you. She was nice to my dad once, though.
She was, yeah, because your dad's an old Army Republican.
guy, yeah.
All right, so now do we have a winner for this week?
We
or
do.
what?
I'm pleased for you all to know that Jan has won outright with 4 points. Jan, what delicious thing would you, or what can I make you or get you? What would you like for your prize?
Congratulations. Hey, that's fucking awesome.
Should I make you some awesome cupcakes? I can do that tonight.
I will say this, and you should. Oh, by the way, those fucking lava cupcakes that you made last night were insane.
I did make some really good.
I will say this: everybody's exceptionally funny tonight. My mom was the funniest.
I
of all.
know, right?
Everybody
You
was
won
very,
outright, 4
very, very, very,
points.
very
That
funny.
almost
Yeah.
never happens.
So let's do a tiebreaker, and then we'll send you off into this good night. Here we go for round number 16. Our
Tiebreaker is for
round.
second place because
Exactly.
Jan won.
Jan won. Yeah.
What would you like as your prize?
Dear roommates, this is a note you leave on the fridge. Back in the days when you had roommates. Dear roommates, stop eating my blank. Dear roommates, stop eating my blank.
Well, we have some friends whose child won't move out.
Yes, we do.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We understand there's a problem in the economy. But we were talking about, the other day, we were talking with our friends about our first shitty jobs and shitty apartments. And Ange and I had our first apartment together, and it had bad neighbors and roaches. and we were like, all right, okay, we'll do this for a year, and then the next apartment we'll try to be better. We'll try to get better. But everybody needs a shitty apartment experience. What was yours?
Hold on for a second. Eating my. There we go.
I already did it.
Oh, did you? I didn't see it. I was gonna pin it. Oh, you did do it. Silly me. I didn't see that. Let's see. Okay, so everybody's saying Catherine Clary. Yeah. The Catherine column. Yeah, but stop eating my my daughter put cottage cheese. Catherine, stop eating Catherine. Stop eating Catherine. New girlfriend Catherine Clary. The answers are all Catherine. Well, I guess y'all win. Congratulations,
Everybody
everybody.
wins.
Everybody wins. I had a feeling something like that was going to happen.
Stop eating my Catherine Clay.
Yeah, stop eating my herbs and spices. Catherine Byers, exactly.
Stop eating my Catherine Clay.
Holy God. Well, this is terrific.
I know. I'm
and boy,
sweating.
we've had so many wonderful people join on TikTok tonight. Hi, friends. So nice that you were all with us. So any final words before we head off into the night?
Well, I'm still waiting to hear. Jan, why don't you text me what you want for your prize?
Well, we'll give you we'll give you an
We'll
after
call
show
you
call.
after this.
That's what we'll do. Oh, kids.
Yes, we put cottage cheese in our eggs every time now.
Oh yeah, it's actually really good, but you got to blend it
Old
up.
people
'Cause
need more protein.
If you catch like the curds in your scrambled egg, it's not
So gross.
So you gotta blend that shit up, and it's real good.
A special public service announcement. If you're feeling depressed about it being summer, all the Marshalls, Home Goods, At Homes, they all put out their Halloween stuff.
Hey, there you
They're
go.
all doing a summerween thing.
You're-
Michael's
You're gonna go and check all that out, right?
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Going-
Laura's going to go and do a recon. So if anybody is looking for bargain Halloween gear, this is your time. This is your time to go and do it. All right. Anything else before we?
Any other announcements?
Any other announcements for the good of the order?
Yeah.
Anybody? Anybody? All right. We will see you guys next week. I'm going to be doing an after show 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. We will see you then. We love you, kids. All right. And that's it.
Bye.
Bye.